Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Del and I'm back again today with episode 9 of the Book of Unwritten Tales. This is a separate recording session to the previous 8 episodes because I did record them all in one go. So let's just have a bit of a recap of the previous 8 episodes, I suppose. So we started off with Ivo and MacGuffin. We tried to save MacGuffin. He fell in front of Wilbur, who had just left the Master Brewer's pub. MacGuffin gave Wilbur the ring. Wilbur got shot here to SEASTONE, where we are now. Then we cut to Ivo, who managed to explore the explore MacGuffin's cellar and explore his house, explore his cellar, and found everything there that was required. And then it's cut back to MacGuffin here at SEASTONE, ready to explore. And then Ivo's going to be coming to SEASTONE as well, and I presume we're going to meet. The two characters are going to meet fairly soon. We ended the last episode by speaking to the guard that was sat right here, and he has hobbled inside after walking into the gate. Now, we've got a bunch of exploring to do. I'm happy we found a new area. Let's first look at the fluffy bunny.
Oh, a fluffy wuffy little bunny rabbit. All white and soft and gentle and sweet. And I just want to cuddle it and... Oh, I'm an adventurer now, I must act like one. It's a rabbit, a white one.
Seriously, take the rabbit? Game, are you kidding me?
Here, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not a chance. It won't let itself be caught that easily. And besides, I wouldn't know what to do with the rabbit anyway.
Oh.
I mean, except just love it a bit.
Okay. All I have on me is the One Ring. I don't have... Wasn't I supposed to be wearing a helmet? And have a map? And have a parachute? Okay, apparently I don't have those things anymore. Huh. There's probably something we can find which we can lure the rabbit in and then we can bunny nap it. Let's have a look at the sign. Bunny nap. Ooh, I forgot to set my timer for this episode.
The Meadows. No idea what that's supposed to be.
I'm professional, I swear. Timer set. Let's go. It said the Meadows. No idea. What about this one?
Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't sound particularly healthy to me.
No, not particularly. Let's look at the flat stone.
There's a small stone beside the large one. It's half buried in the ground.
Lift up.
Ugh! I've discovered the secret world of beetles, bugs, and fleas and spiders. The beetles don't seem to like the bright light as they're scurrying into the shadows. Not that quick about it though. I could certainly catch a few, but where would I store them?
Where you've decided to store everything else, including that massive tarpaulin you carried around? Nothing? Okay. Nothing to do with the tree. Let's look at the town wall. Nope. There we go.
There have been some heavy battles fought around SEASTONE in the last few years. It looks like the town definitely sustained some damage.
It does look a bit worn down. Look at the emblem. SEASTONE emblem.
I think that's the town's coat of arms, but it's pretty faded and dirty. You can't really see anything.
Okay, can't inspect that. The small tree. Anything here?
A small tree. It survived the bloody battles and the decline of the town without a scratch. A sign of hope.
Indeed, a sign of life, a sign of nature. Look at this. Look at the sign. What sign? There isn't a sign around here. Game.
Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't sound particularly healthy to me.
My cursor is over here, not on that. Okay, am I able to walk all the way over here? Is there anything? Will the camera pan around? Is there anything around there? Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. Looks like no. That's as far as he'll go. Okay, that was a bit. And apparently the sign's also there. Probably an issue with the resolution I'm playing the game at. That's fine. Let's not pay any attention to that. Probably can't walk off in that direction, but I'm going to try anyway. Just to make sure. No, okay, he stops by there. That's fine, right? I just want to make sure I am looking at absolutely everything that I need to around here. It doesn't look like there's much else. Nothing to do with that tree. No, none of the rocks over there. No. Okay, good. Looks like we're not taking the rabbit right here. Use ring with rabbit. No. Okay, let's go into the town. Wilbur and his short legs carry him into the
I
town.
don't think anyone in my family has ever set foot in a human town before, not even Grandad.
Breaking records every day, Wilbur. Bunch of stuff here, okay. Leave the town through the town gate is all in that direction, that's fine. Let's look at the market stall.
A pretty shabby store. Doesn't look like anything's been sold here recently.
No, it's probably correct, seeing as though he said most of the people have disappeared. Nothing else there, that's all leaving the town. Look at the door with the signs.
There are 2 signs on the door. One says Master Marcus's Magic Mage School. The other says back soon. Both
Okay.
signs are covered in cobwebs. They must have been hanging there for days or even weeks.
Yeah, presumably. Let's have a look at the cartons.
Some
Oh, wow.
boxes and cartons, they're all empty.
It's really panned around a little bit. Enter the tavern. No, we're not going to go in there yet. Meet Master Brewer number 2. Oh, enter the mage school. We've actually got the option to go in. Okay. Oh yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
No one home.
Okay, let's not. Never mind. Let's go over here. What else have we got? Let's look
A
at the
very
drain.
dirty drain. The sewer should be down there somewhere.
Presumably so, unless it just goes into someone's house. Let's look
The
at.
path is pretty overgrown. It obviously hasn't been moved in months.
No, let's look at the sign. Prancing.
What kind of name is that?
Wait, prancing. That definitely says prancing hoghead.
I've never been to a tavern with a more ridiculous name. Well, then again, I've never actually been to a human tavern before.
Okay, so can we go into this one? I
You
hope
heard
so.
a lot of bad things about rundown taverns. On the other hand, they're often the starting point of many a fantastic adventure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't had enough of those yet.
Exactly, that's the spirit. Let's go in. Oh hey, there's actually people here.
Have you got Form 12B for me? Oh, the blue one. No, it's just a green one. Hurry up. The post office is about to close for lunch.
You're going to the post office? Oh, I'll come with you. I need a delivery note and I want to send off a registered letter.
That looks like the arch-mage. Going by his outfit.
What are you doing?
What do you think?
You can see what we're doing.
We're playing.
Oh, damn, I've forgotten my ID card.
You can have a copy of your passport certified by a solicitor. Hang on, I'll mark the solicitor for you on the map.
What are you playing?
The only true kind of game. A role-playing game.
Okay. What's the game about?
And what is this role-playing game all about?
It's set in a fantasy world.
Drungans and...
Totally without dragons, orcs, and magic.
But instead... Oh! Here, come over here. I found the tax inspector.
Wait for me, I'll be there in a sec.
Once I've got this stamp, I can finally conclude the fiscal year.
You know what that means?
Tax office!
I just want to point out the fact that I did just nearly call it Drungans and Dadgens, but just ignore that. That game is supposed to be fun.
And you really enjoy playing the game?
Of course.
Certainly. You can escape the tedium of reality with all its magic and monsters. And you meet new people. It's not only us who play this game.
It's played all over the world.
There are 6 people currently online. Well, 4 if you don't include us.
But one's just gone off to the toilet.
Okay.
And when is the game over? When have you won?
1. There is no winner. Just like in real life.
The game has no end. You just keep on playing and... Oh! A traffic warden's wanting to write me a ticket.
Leave her. That's a hard quest series. You can try to lodge a written appeal and then you have to...
So the game never ends? Great.
Wilbur doesn't really seem impressed by the idea of a role-playing game. Who are you two? I'm gonna guess the arch-mage. It really looks like it. That looks like... I don't know, he's got like hooves, I suppose? Looks a bit weird.
Might I ask you who you both are?
Of course. I'm Jack Smith, level 42 consultant at a medium-sized cooperative bank. But I want to retrain as a tax consultant with specialization in tax-effective investments. They have really fabulous skill trees.
And I'm Mary Ellen Skittles, level 40, local government officer. My bicycle's got a 3-speed gear.
I've not the slightest idea what those two are talking about. Maybe it's a role-player thing.
Probably.
I meant, who are you two in real life?
Oh, right. I used to be a successful merchant. I had a shop here in town and lots of market stalls. Now all I own is that knackered old stall outside the door there. No customers, no business.
And maybe I could buy something from you.
Yeah, great. Why, whatever.
And who are you?
I'm Master Marcus, the local mage teacher.
Oh, okay.
You're the mage teacher. Could you maybe...
Shh, the game started.
Sorry about the messages that popped up on the side of my Steam. Hopefully they won't pop up much more. I'll go and appear offline if they do. But what kind of a machine
and
is
this
that?
device, what does it do?
What indeed? We type in our input and the machine shows us what everyone else is doing.
It saves our equipment and controls the characters that aren't being controlled by other players.
And how does it work?
No idea. That thing is linked to a server somehow and that takes care of running it.
Then best of luck in wherever.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing.
Oh, you ungrateful
You know,
sod.
that's about the silliest game I've ever heard of. Why would anyone flee from their own world into a fantasy world in order to complete meaningless tasks?
I don't know, Wilbur. Completely on the same page as you. Let's look at the desk.
The shelves are full of dusty bottles and tankards. Some are still half full. Perhaps the owners had to leave town in a hurry.
Look at the jar. Ooh, we take the jar. Take the
Mum
jar.
bottles apple sauce in jars like that back home. Ours are smaller though.
Take the preserving jar. Here we go. Getting more inventory here. Let's all just looking at the desk and leaving the
From
tavern.
butterbeer to pumpkin juice to fire whiskey. It's all here, but I don't need any of that.
That's what you think. Okay, we want nothing to speak about with them at the moment. Let's look at the box down here.
A wooden box full of tools, including, amongst other things, a saw.
Can I take the saw? A saw sounds quite
Of
helpful.
course, the saw doesn't meet the gnome tool safety regulations and it's a tad rusty. Still, I think it's usable.
I definitely hope so. Look at the boar head.
Splendid two-pointer. Perhaps the inn gets its name from the boar's head.
Presumably. What else have we got? Look at the role-playing game machine.
These two use the same machine to play their strange role-playing game. My family would just love this. I don't understand what's being displayed there or what these two are entering, but the machine seems to be functioning perfectly. I don't understand what's
Oh no, okay, so that's just the same dialogue repeated. Okay. What have we got? Can't do anything with them bottles. What about anything of these things on the wall? The door on the side. It says keep out. Someone's room.
A door
Server's
bearing
room.
a sign that says server's room, no entry.
Okay. Let's go in.
It says no entry. Now, just because I'm in a big town doesn't mean I'm going to turn into a criminal. It says...
No, okay, fine. I was hoping you'd do it the second time if we insisted, but no. Okay, let's just see if there's any more dialogue with these guys.
They're still involved in the game and I don't really know what I should ask them.
Okay, we'll leave them be then. Let's head outside. What else have we got? Let's head this way, to the upper town. Oh, hello you.
Access only for authorized persons.
Shield Hand, are you the guard of the upper gate?
Dead right. And you don't have access to the upper town.
As I already mentioned to you at the outer gate, I must speak to the arch-mage. It's urgent.
And as I've already mentioned to you, the guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures.
But why didn't you say you were the guard?
Well, I wasn't on duty, and you shouldn't mix business with pleasure. Anyway, it's much funnier this way.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yeah, you sound like a bit of a doofus.
There has to be a way to get to see the arch-mage. What would I have to do?
Only people with personal invitations from the arch-mage himself are allowed in. Do you have an invitation?
No.
No, Unfortunately not.
Well, there you go. Without an invitation, there's no way you'll ever be admitted to see the arch-mage. But you could be admitted, of course. If you were a mage yourself.
The mage
Mages
teacher.
are allowed to speak with the arch-mage.
Naturally. He's the head of the order, after all. You know any mages by any chance?
Well, I'd like to be one myself.
And I'd like to be a dewdrop on a wood elf's butt cheek.
Really? Why?
Well, Look, only mages or people with invitations can get into the tower.
So I'd be able to see the arch-mage if I was accompanied by a mage?
No, the mage would be allowed up, not you. But you could say, give a message to the mage.
But I must speak to the arch-mage himself, and I have to give him something.
Well then, you must be a mage yourself.
Right, okay, so we've got to go get taught magic by the mage who's playing his role-playing game. Okay, how do you recognise
How do you know whether
mages?
someone is a mage or not? Their magical aura? Or by the charisma and wisdom they radiate?
By their mage diploma.
Huh?
Every trained mage has a mage diploma. They can show it to me here, and then I let them into the upper town.
So that means if I show you a mage diploma, I can see the arch-mage?
Well, show me an honestly acquired mage's diploma made out in your name, and I'll take you to the arch-mage myself.
If there's no other way, then I, Wilbrush Weatherwood, will just end up being the first magician in a long line of pirates.
Good luck. You'll find the mage teacher in the tavern. Just see what he thinks of the idea.
Okay.
How can I become an accredited mage then?
You? Not at all.
And how do others do it?
Well, there are mage schools. There's one just down the street, Master Marcus's magical mage school. But Master Marcus shut up shop weeks ago. Now he spends the whole day sitting in the tavern playing some kind of role-play game.
I'm going to get my mage diploma. Just you wait and see.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh man, there's no way I can do a full course of mage training just to get into the Archmage's tower. Maybe the mage teacher will lend me a diploma, and once I've given up the ring, well, maybe I could really take a stab at it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. But for the time being, guys, I'm going to call that the end of this episode. Next episode, we'll try and obtain our mage diploma and see if we can go and see the arch-mage. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to see the rest of the episodes in the series. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the day as well. Bye-bye for now. Titan Attacks is very much a Space Invaders clone, however a very modern and fleshed out one at that. Developed by Puppy Games, the guys behind Revenge of the Titans, the popular arcade tower defense game, with 94% of the 586 reviews on Steam positive for the game. If you found any enjoyment from the original Space Invaders, then you can be sure to get your money's worth from Titan Attacks. It doesn't change the gameplay very much, it just adds various power-ups and boosts, while keeping the core mechanics and gameplay the same. One of the weaker titles in this bundle, but not a bad game all the same.